And we turn now to Georgia, where Republicans are hoping to impeach Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis. The move comes after the district attorney filed a 41-count indictment against former President Donald Trump and his allies for allegedly trying to overturn Georgia's 2020 election results. Joining us now live to further discuss is Republican State Senator Colton Moore of Georgia. Senator, thank you for being here.
Kelly, thank you for having me.
Great to have you. So you sent a letter to Georgia Governor Brian Kemp calling for a special session to investigate the Fulton County District Attorney and to determine if her actions warrant impeachment. Your petition demands her office is defunded in the meantime. So do you have the support to get this done?
So the support is ongoing. And that's what I'm encouraging my fellow senators and representatives to get on board and to sign on to this letter. You see, we've got a district attorney who has become a domestic threat to our republic. She has taken on political prisoners. My hardworking constituents don't want their tax dollars to fund that type of nonsense.
Okay, so aside, from the majority, let's get here now. I just wanted to make sure exactly, let's get this on the record first. What exactly has the district attorney done wrong in your view from a procedural standpoint?
Yeah, first and foremost, her job as a district attorney is to take care of those accused of crimes and bring justice to her people. Unfortunately, the ACLU has reported that half of the inmates there have yet to be charged with a crime. And that's a pretty big, it's one of the biggest jails in our state. We have another person named Young Thug and Young Slime who have been in court now for a year. They've yet to pick a jury. They're on racketeering charges. But then this district attorney goes to the podium and puts 19 people with crimes that are novel, charges that her only evidence is a tweet. So she has no respect for anybody's First Amendment right. And she's taken on her political opponents and saying that she's going to do it in the next 6 months. Meanwhile, her county is in a pretty much, in my opinion, a state of emergency when it comes to bringing justice.
So aside from the majority of votes, what will it take to oust the district attorney from office?
Well, first, the legislature has to flex its authority, right? We live in a presidential system, right? We have checks and balances. The legislative branch in Georgia has the ability to investigate Fani Willis. Now, the governor, Brian Kemp, could immediately call this special session if he wanted to. But as a legislator, we have the ability to come together with 3/5 and call the special session ourselves. And that's what I've done is I have started this process and calling for that emergency special session, because that is our job as a legislature. We control the most powerful thing, the purse. So my constituents and Georgians across this state don't want their tax dollars funding this type of rogue regime.
And what does impeaching the Fulton County District Attorney help to prove in your view?
Well, I think anyone who's been elected to office in this state has sworn an oath to the Constitution, and you should protect that Constitution. And right now, Republicans in the state of Georgia are asleep at the wheel. They think, well, maybe these crimes are warranted, but let's not forget, it took 19 days to certify the election results in Georgia. And these people were simply exercising their First Amendment rights to say, hey, we think something's wrong here. Our election is not secure. And now they're being charged for it. This sets a dangerous precedent for the entire United States going forward. How can someone expect to run for office when they can't even trust private conversations with their attorneys? Some of those indicted are the attorneys of the president. My goodness, what happened to attorney-client privilege? I have a fellow senator who the Atlanta Journal-Constitution reports yesterday, he might be suspended from his service as a senator. Like, this is an attack on the republic.
Well, while some would disagree with your mission, I certainly appreciate you coming on, stating your case and why you're doing it. State Senator Colton Moore, thank you for joining us.
Kelly, thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.